There were too many injuries in that last battle.
You always look so miserable after a battle, Celica.
Because it's all so avoidable. Nobody would get hurt if nobody fought, right?
Of course, there's no denying that.
I believe war should be avoided. Cut it off at its roots and find a different way.
You're right. I think that same thing whenever we fight. I can't help but wonder if there's a peaceful resolution.
I'm glad to hear I'm not alone in my thoughts.
The thing is, I haven't been able to find that peaceful resolution. When the time comes, all I can do is fight to protect my friends.
It's the same for me. But I don't want war to become such a natural thing. So in times like those, I pray for the goddess to have mercy and end the war.
So, you're pretty spiritual?
I am a princess of Zofia, as well as a priestess of the Earth Mother, Milla. Milla is the goddess who created our kingdom, and she blesses our land.
So it's the goddess that fills you with such affection and kindness. But ultimately, the decision of how to act is up to you?
And act I must. I once failed to protect a dear friend due to my indecision. But indecisiveness doesn't seem to be a problem for you. I'm a little jealous. You always know exactly what to do, and you act with such confidence.
Well, between you and me, I'm not all that confident. What if there's some angle I missed, some option I overlooked? Is the path I've chosen the right one? What if it leads to innocent people being dragged into my problems? I worry about these things constantly.
I had no idea you felt that way.
All I can do is try to make decisions I won't regret later. If I've honestly done all I can, I must accept the results and move on.
You really are strong, Corin. I could learn a thing or two from you. I will do everything within my power. Maybe then I can solve things peacefully. At least that's how I feel after speaking with you.
I think speaking with you has allowed me to clear my head too. Until the day these wars end, let's work together to do all we can.
And if we do, maybe one day war will be a thing of the past. Do you think so?
I do, Celica. Let's give it our all.
Shall we call it a day here?
Good idea. Sparring with you wears me out twice as fast.
Still, I can see we are both benefiting from these matches. Always to a draw. But I suspect I'll best you soon.
I wouldn't count on it. I finally figured out Hoshidan's sword techniques. I was thrown off by her posture at first, but now I can handle it with ease.
With ease, huh? Well, your quirky Elysian style is old news to me, too.
Isn't this fun, Ryoma?
Yes, Crom. This is truly enjoyable. I never realized how thrilling it could be to face off against an unfamiliar fighter.
It's not something you experience every day, but we've both grown from it. Your blows are so precise. You find the slimmest openings in my guard. I need to be as methodical and calculating as you with my technique.
The strength of your style is its fluidity. There's never just one means of attack. Your style is clearly informed by experience more than training.
Hearing that from you does wonders for my confidence. And yes, but training and experience are not the only factors at play. It's my bonds with my friends that help me grow into the swordsman I am now.
To hear you say it, I realize that may be true of me as well. My connections with my siblings inspire me to withstand the strictest of training. They allow me to rouse myself for harsh battles without so much as a flinch.
That is the power our links have. And I've made even more since coming here. Each and every friend I find will make me even stronger. And it goes without saying, Ryoma, our bond is irreplaceable.
I admit, I feel the same. It is truly an honor to have one of your caliber as a friend and sparring partner.
And as long as we share this bond, there's nothing to fear.
We do form a force without equal.
My friends will rest easy knowing I can protect them.
And no sane enemy will dare threaten my siblings.
Well, I think we've had enough rest with all this talking. Don't you agree?
You read my mind. Another match?
And you took the words right out of my mouth. Now, here I come!
Such exertion for a simple move.
Gods!
Oh-ho! You still have much to learn. Attack with confidence!
Xander, you're too strong. I can't land a single blow. What's your secret?
There is no secret. Only years upon years of hard training. If you wish to reach this level, you must never give up.
So, there's hope? You think one day I could be your equal?
Of course, with the right guidance, you could surpass me. But it will not be easy.
Oh, you're kidding! I find your support encouraging.
Tell me, what is it that motivates you? Why do you crave strength and power?
So I can protect the people I love.
That is a noble aim. But what of your lineage? You will be king, will you not?
Not a chance. If my father taught me anything, it's that kings are weak. I won't end up like him, that's for sure. My sister may take the crown for all I care. I'm focused on the sword.
Are you so sure about your father?
Of course I am. I've been told that he was often sick and could barely fight.
Ah, but have you considered that fighting is not the only way to wield power? Faith, conviction, and intelligence will always win over brute strength.
I don't understand.
When I imagine your father, I think of the villagers and people who followed him. Why do you think they followed him? If he was so feeble physically?
I don't care. If I don't have the strength to protect everyone, I'm nothing. Forgive me. I understand your point. But I can't look up to my father.
One should not speak of one's own father that way. I suggest you learn from his wisdom while cultivating the strength you crave. After all, there are kings both mighty and wise, like my own father, King Garen.
So, your father is both a fearsome warrior and a wise leader?
Yes, he isn't perfect, but he has no lack of strength or conviction. That is why I am devoted to him, no matter what. I apologize. This is not about me. This is about your path to the throne. You would be wise to expand your goals beyond mere physical strength.
Yes, you're probably right.
With that said, this lesson is not over. Come and get me!
All right, put your guard up. I intend to actually land a blow this time.
Hinoka, you fought wonderfully in that last battle.
Thanks, Lucina. I've always been comfortable in the thick of it.
I can tell. Your Naginata technique is perfect.
That's because I've been training since childhood. I was desperate for strength.
What drove you to train at such an early age?
I was determined to save Corin.
She was in danger? What happened?
When she was much younger, the King of Norse stole her from us. I could have protected her had I been stronger. So I took up the Naginata and swore that I would make things right. But even now that she's back, I cannot become complacent.
You accomplished your goal, didn't you? Surely you deserve a break.
If I let my guard down, I'd be inviting another kidnapping. I'll protect Corin no matter the cost. You're pretty strong yourself, Lucina. What drives you?
I had no choice. I wouldn't have survived otherwise. My world was on the verge of destruction in the face of a powerful enemy. Every battle saw us driven back. I lost many friends, and then my father.
Crom died in your world?
I couldn't believe it either. Even now, it's painful to think about. That's why I needed to be stronger than the others. So I could lead my friends in a world of despair and save my father in the past.
You faced something that would break most people, and you overcame it.
I finally met my father in this world. And yet, I still haven't changed my fate.
It sounds like your fight has only just begun.
In a way it has. My father, and the world I come from. I will save them both.
With comrades to help you, and your own obvious strength. I believe in you, Lucina. If anyone can defy fate, it's you.
Thank you, Hinoka. It makes me glad to know you have faith in me. It means a lot coming from someone as strong as you. There's no doubt in my mind you'll be able to protect Corin from here on.
As long as I remain diligent.
Me too. And I think we both can do it.
Working together, we're unstoppable.
Leanna, you're wounded. Please, let me take a look at your leg.
No, it's nothing. I fought with injuries much worse than this.
Are you sure? It doesn't look like nothing to me.
Truly, I'm fine.
Look at you, you're in pain. Fuss all you like, but I'm going to treat you.
If you insist. I'm sorry to be so much trouble.
Yes, This should do the trick. See? There was no need to hide anything.
Thank you. I didn't want to be a bother, that's all.
A bother? Why would you think that?
Did you see me out there today? Fighting alongside everyone else? I was useless. The only thing I managed to achieve was this injury.
And so you were just going to sit here and suffer through it? You can't do that.
I know. I'm sorry, Sakura. I never meant to make you worry. I just didn't want to be even more of a burden on everyone, and...
But you aren't a burden at all. Nobody thinks so. Everyone's really impressed by how you communicate out on the battlefield. And people around here aren't known for their generous praise. So chin up.
Thank you, Sakura. You've made me feel a whole lot better.
Really? I'm glad to hear it.
I don't know what I, or any of us for that matter, would do without you. It's reassuring to know that you're out there with us, ready to heal our wounds.
You're so sweet. I hope this means you won't be hiding any more injuries. At least, not from me. I know a thing or two about pretending to be brave.
What do you mean?
I understand why you'd want to hide your wounds from the others.
You do?
Of course. I'm surrounded by all this strength and sense of duty. I'm always worried that I won't be able to keep up. Just like you.
Sakura, you aren't just saying this to make me feel better, are you?
No. I just thought you should know we have more in common than you think.
Please, I wish I were as kind as you, or as thoughtful. Talking to you always puts me at ease. I'm sure everyone else feels the same.
You're making me blush. But thank you for your kind words. Now you're making me feel better.
Then I guess it was a good thing that we had this chance to talk. Maybe it was fortunate I tripped over that rock.
So heavy, but must stock store.
Anna, what are you doing? You could hurt yourself carrying all that.
Thanks, but I got it. I've been managing on my own. Hey, Ryoma, what are you doing?
Carrying these items for you. I hope you don't mind.
I did, until I started to get feeling back in my arms.
You should have asked for my help from the very beginning.
You're right. I could have been done with this hours ago. You're such a gentleman, Ryoma. You know what? As a thank you, I'm gonna offer you a special deal. Any weapon in the shop is yours. On the house.
That's unnecessary, Anna. I was only acting as any friend would.
There you go again. Listen, I'm only doing what any salesperson would do. It doesn't have to be a weapon. Is there anything else you're in the market for?
Well, there is something, but no. It would be too difficult.
I'll be the one to decide that. Finding unusual items is kind of my specialty.
All right, then. What I'd really like is a little taste of Hoshido. In Hoshido, we have daikon radishes, rice, miso, and azuki beans.
Oh, yes. I've heard members of your family talk all about Hoshidan food.
I'm sure. Nothing would make my siblings happier than a treat from their homeland.
Wow, you really are a family man, aren't you, Ryoma? Well, leave everything to me. I actually have a contact who can help me out.
Excellent! It will be nice to put some Hoshidan food in my belly again.
Are you sure there's nothing else you want? Nothing just for you?
No. As long as my family is happy, I am happy. Besides, my favorite food is rare even in Hoshido. It would be too much.
I must say, it's admirable how you always put your family first. But don't you think they'd want you to do something for yourself, too? To put it another way, it's okay to be selfish every now and again.
Perhaps you have a point. Well, if it's no trouble, could you please acquire some yuzu pepper on my behalf?
You got it. Anything else?
Well, it would taste good with some chicken.
Sounds delicious. I'll get it in stock right away.
Thank you, Anna. When it does come in, I'll cook you a true Hoshidan dinner.
What? You can cook? This I've got to see.
I hope you don't mind me saying, Lynn, but your sword technique is a bit odd.
In what way?
I've never seen movements like yours. They're close to Hoshiden.
This style is common among the people of the plains. That's where I'm from. My father was chief of the Lorca tribe.
You've lived your whole life on the plains?
That's right. Some call us nomads because of all the traveling we do.
What do you do with your houses?
We don't need any. Instead, we carry these big tents called yurts. We move with the seasons in search of water, food, and shelter.
I can't even imagine living like that. So, what are the plains like? How expansive are they?
They're easily the largest on the continent. The sky is a great big canopy, and a sea of grass stretches as far as you can see.
It really goes on that far? Oh, it sounds like an amazing sight.
It really is. I wish I could show you. The grass is so soft you don't need a pillow, and your horse can run forever. I wouldn't trade the sense of being one with the land for anything.
It sounds amazing. Just hearing how you talk about it is making me misty-eyed. Even if it's just a glance, I would love to see the plains you call home. I lived in a tower for as long as I can remember. I was never able to enjoy wide open spaces or nature.
You couldn't leave? Ever?
That's right. It's why I try to experience so much of the outside world now.
Unbelievable! I would go stir-crazy being cooped up like that.
My Norian siblings were with me, so it wasn't all bad. It wasn't too lonely, and I didn't want for much. It was a good life. And besides, now I get to experience everything for the first time. That's kind of a gift, right?
It's good to be optimistic, but I worry you're a bit too accepting.
Oh, I don't know about that. I just make do with what I have.
When this war is over, I'm taking you to see the plains. That's final. You of all people should get to see their beauty firsthand.
You'll really take me? I am so excited to see them.
We'll have to work out how, but there must be some way, right?
You're right. If we put our heads together, we can figure it out. Let's work together to find a way.
By Mother Earth and Father Sky, we will make it happen.